Nigel, how do you reflect on that defeat this evening?
Awful. It was well, the first half was terrible, and a performance which is so uncharacteristic of our players, bearing in mind the effort they've put in this season. To finish our campaign in such a fashion is very disappointing, and I think the players will reflect on it in a way which they know that they've let themselves down tonight. But of course, it's something that we have to move on from pretty quickly. And I think just looking at how the first half panned out, I mean, we look like we're going to concede every time that they got into our defensive third, which is very unlike us. We've been defensively sound all season, but in the first half we just didn't function as a team, and that is forget the tactics. When players are not able to affect the game with just basic commitment to trying to get ourselves going, and the mistakes that we made were again very, very poor. So, but what I would say in the second half, I was pleased with the contribution of the substitutes who went on. I was also I think the players who remained on from the first half showed some character in being able to at least put in a performance which asked questions of our opponents. I think we'd still be playing now and not score. I mean, we've got into great scoring positions again and just couldn't find the way of converting those chances. So that's something that we clearly need to improve on. And I think when the disappointment and the anger at our performance subsides a little bit, I think maybe the reflective process will again probably underline the areas that we need to improve for us to go into next year's campaign with a side which is capable of functioning in any condition. Because it's no good just being able to play positive football when you're in form and your players are able to, if you like, dictate possession. We've got to be able to function when we're playing against a side who are dominant in possession and look dangerous. We've got to be able to withstand that type of pressure. Tonight was a clear indicator that we, with the players that we had out in the first half, who, for most of them, they will reflect on it and they'll be disappointed with themselves. But hey, look, it's football. It's not what we wanted to finish the season on. It's an apology to our fans who followed us tonight, but we've just got to make sure that we improve in that sort of situation moving forward. But like I say, it's uncharacteristic. So I'm trying to think back to when we've conceded more than 2 goals. It's not happened very often this season. So I'm trying to think back when it was. So for us to look as though we're going to concede every time our opponents entered our box was a bit of a disconcerting feeling for all of us. But I'm afraid that's football. I've been in the game long enough to recognise that it's important to take your time to look at what's happened tonight rather than just make a knee-jerk reaction. And it's not about apportioning blame. It's, at the end of the day, it's my team. I'm responsible for the team, so the buck stops with me. But we'll come back stronger from this.